All aboard the hype train! Today, my friends, will be calling it Delirious Disbelief Central and Inflated Expectations Parkway before arriving at Combiner Wars Silverbolt. Yes, indeed. Guess who showed up like a bolt out of the blue way ahead of schedule at Bridges of Smith's up and down the UK ahead of everyone else in the world? Check on America, they came to Britain first. Britain first. Britain first. Britain first. Britain first. Please don't take this out of context and put it on YouTube. So this is Generation Silverbolt, and he's basically a Voyager-class appetizer for the impending wallet massacre of Combiner Wars, which looks set to finally do Combiners right after all the Energon regurgitations and the almost there frustration of Bruticus. Deluxe limbs, Voyager bodies. Put it in me. So check out Silverbolt in all his distinguished glory. I honestly don't often give the aerial boss a lot of thought, but this guy's totally making me love him. He's definitely scrubbed up alright, looking impeccably radiant in his trademark red and white and orange raiment with some dazzling detail. Head looks magnificent with his distinctive helmet and his determination and naivete. Love the healthy chunk chest there with the silver boobs and badge capping it good. Arms maybe look a bit baggy, but they got some serious fin-in detail on the go with the stern black shoulders and the heavy fistage. Likewise, the legs are a bit bloated and shin heavy like a Cybertron Seeker, but they're more or less on the mark, and listen to that fantastic ratcheting. Fantatcheting. Joints are a smidge on the stiff side because of his Combiner boss obligations, but he can pull it off. I mean, it was a bit of a struggle with Onslaught, but this guy's plastic's infinitely better, and he's bigger. Sadly, but inevitably, he's got the folded up jet mode popping bottles in the back, but at least it kind of keeps to itself this time, and it cannot deflect a single ounce of this guy's awesome. So there's no Combiner bits in sight, but Silvio does get lumbered with the absurdly unwieldy Superior gun. I can't decide if it's totally badass or just dumb as rocks. I mean, you can split it down into a standard gun and this daft lumpy shield which can chill out on his arm, but I've still got no idea what I'm supposed to do with this preposterous BBC. You can Megatron it up a bit if you want, but it's gonna look silly whatever you do. It's too big! Okay, so I promise I'll stop talking about the boxes when they stop being so cool. Check out this uber-appealing plastic prison with the cool red-on-black design, some killer character art, swish little instruction booklet, a Combiner diagram that actually tells you to put drag strip on it, and a collector's card with artwork from that one mobile game. What was it called? Nice touch, but does anyone actively want collector's cards? But anyway, this is unequivocally the classic Silverbolt we've been waiting for. It looks awesome, it's got a buttload of panache, and it combines. So get ready for a dick ton of these on eBay. Jet! Transformation's okay. There are bits where you fold away robot parts and bits where you expand out the jet elements, but it ultimately amounts to your standard Silverbolt kibble swap me do. Fold the legs away, flip it over, hope nobody notices. So how's it going, Swanface? I guess this is a nicely merry and bright plain pal with a bit of a Concordy flavour and a dumb rubbery nose cone. It's just about holding its own. I mean, it looks seamless enough from the top. I love the detail and the tail fin. And around the front you got the landing gear and the irresistibly bonkers weapon mountage, but it's just funny now. Bloody thing's carting around his entire barely disguised other mode just like every Silverbolt ever. I'd like to think at least they're making a joke out of it now with the stroppy arm positioning. Dude, we can still see you. No, you can't. I kind of get the feeling that they would have just made him a robot that can be a torso if they thought they could get away with it. But what are you going to do? You can't not give him a jet mode. It's just the nature of the beast that Silverbolt's never not going to be a robot with a plane on it or a plane with a robot on it. Except for when he's neither of those. I can remember anything. Torso mode transformation is absolute genius! Friggin' thing busts out a bunch of hidden flaps I didn't even know were there, and in the most revolutionary but obvious twist ever, it flips upside down so the shoulders become the hips. Why didn't we think of this earlier? Now, I don't want to get too deep into this mode until the rest of it shows up, but suffice to say that with this awesome Superior boss and the heaving massive chest, it's gonna be a big frigger. I honestly haven't been this excited about a new toy line in years. I feel like I've had a health scare. So yes, gold star for Silverbolt. He's a respectably solid-ass Sky Soldier with a gorge robot mode that can stand proudly alongside any Voyager, a killer Combiner bot form fit to burst with promises of a brighter tomorrow, and a jet mode. And with that, Combiner Wars slams one in straight from kickoff. Back of the net.
Be sure to subscribe for more Thew's awesome Transformers reviews. Limited appeal, keeping it real.